Is gonna start to bark. Please don't start barking, Sadie dog. Anyway, good morning. Here I am. Yesterday, I'm learning from my mistakes today. Yesterday, I used like an old lipstick here. Wow, cool. It got all over my teeth. Nobody said anything. I can't even delude myself into thinking nobody noticed, because I scrubbed through the video to see something at the end of the stream. And what I saw was that I had lipstick all over my teeth. So today, if I put on lipstick, I'm looking for one that will actually set. Actually, it's not going to be a lipstick day today, but I'm going to put this one in here for next time, so that should I choose to put it on, my teeth won't bear the consequences of that for the entire internet to see. Do I want to put makeup on first today? I'm going to straighten my hair probably. I'm going to start to get that heated up. But for now, I'm not going to put real makeup on today. It's just going to be mascara. That's not real makeup. Everybody knows this. But I am going to put on moisturizer, I guess. I have these stickers here in front of me from Superstore. They have this like Marvel thing happening right now, where if you spend $25 or more, you get a sticker sheet. So I've got, sticker sheets. And what I'm planning to do with them is open them all, see which stickers I want to keep, because I like Marvel, I like stickers. Meow mix, please deliver. I digress. I don't know. I want these things, but I don't think I want all of them. I already opened one, and there were 4 stickers in it, I think, and there was one that I wanted. So I'm going to see if my brother wants the rest of them. And we'll go from there. It'll be a marvelous time. Or marvel-less if I don't like any of them. Then I won't have any Marvel stickers. Well, I'll have the Black Widow one that I already opened. Stickers and moisturizer. It's a fascinating morning over here. I hope it's equally fascinating wherever you are. Perhaps even more so. More genuinely fascinating, perhaps. Is it going to be a makeup day? I don't know. I'll put on some waterproof mascara. I don't anticipate tears today, but I do think I'm going to go outside, and it's sunny, and it's windy, and I know my eyeballs. It's going to be as if I'm cutting onions on the sidewalk, which I'm sure that's an activity that somebody would partake in, but it's not something I'm interested in, and having mascara run down my face. So this is the waterproof one, right? I hope so. I guess I could just cry it all off in the wind later when I stroll with the quadruped. Yes. All these things look the same to me. They're all pink. Have to make sure the right one. There we go. La, la, la. I'm scared I'm gonna poke myself in the eye. I do it frequently-ish. Semi-frequently. Anytime I put on mascara, there's a chance it's gonna end up somewhere it doesn't belong. Either up here or down here, or the worst of times, directly in the middle. And then it's onion cutting city all over again. Good morning! How's your day going so far? I raise my coffee to you. There's a swear word on this cup. I didn't think this through. I think that's gonna be it for makeup. I don't know. I just don't feel like doing the whole shenanigan today. There it is. Close enough. Oh, Shannon, hello. How are you doing? Oh yeah, I guess there's actual people here now. I was talking to myself before about how I'm going to open these Marvel stickers from Superstore, and any that I want, I'm going to take for myself, and any that I don't want, I'm going to pawn off on my brother, see if he wants them. Riveting stuff. But I'm going to forget to open these if I don't do it right now. So, well, right now. I use that term loosely. I'm going to pull a straightener through my hair first. Work computers. It's technology. It's supposed to make life easier. And then it just doesn't. Oh, yes, my dog was a service dog. Like, she still tasks for me at home, but I don't take her out anymore just because, like, she was on the very tail end, dog, that's fun. She was on the tail end of her service dog training when March of 2020 occurred. And so we didn't really get out into public much. We actually lived out of the city in like rural Manitoba, in the woods, I like to call it. And I went into the city once a week for groceries. So that kind of put the old ixnay on the service dog training. And then I found a job that accommodated me enough that I didn't need her with me. And then I lost that job. Now I work remotely from home. So she just kind of like, she'll pin me down sometimes and be like, you need to take a beat, please. But she doesn't go out into the world with me anymore. When I go to the grocery store, the way that I navigate that is headphones and sunglasses. And I've just stopped caring if people are like, why are you wearing sunglasses inside? Because, what's that guy's name? Corey Hart? He wears his sunglasses at night. If he can wear his sunglasses at night, I can wear my sunglasses in Superstore. But my very good girl is still doing a very good job. And when me and my boyfriend play video games at night, she likes to go hang out with our roommate because she doesn't like it when I get stressed out. But we play a ghost hunting game sometimes, Phasmophobia, if anybody's familiar. It got an update that makes it scarier. And so she can tell that I'm stressed out and she doesn't like that, so she leaves the room. Ah, yes, that's how Shannon got here. I'm sorry that your work computers are not allowing you to do your job, and I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're able to do what you need to do soon, if you're not already back doing that. But I'm not naive enough to truly believe that the computer is up and running again already. Oh yeah, man. Service dogs are really difficult to like acquire, I guess, depending on your condition and your location, etc., your finances. It's really hard to train your own, but it's possible to. It's owner training a service dog is difficult because you have to be able to do the training in the moments when you need the dog. That is such a common response to, do you use a service dog? No, I wish. If I had the money, I would access that, resource that could change a life. But money. There's like, in the city that I live in, I think there's a couple of service dog, what are they called? Organizations. And I think they have like owner training programs that you can pay for to work with a professional trainer. I would really love someday, I'm moving everything around on my desk so I don't knock it onto the floor and scare the crap out of myself later. I'm hoping to someday be able to, like, I don't know, fund people's service dogs. I'm gonna flip this through under my desk. Please hold. And we're back. I would love to be able to help people access, I don't know, a service animal. Like, dreaming big, open a school. And dreaming small, start like a, what's it called? Oh, it's, they have a bunch of money and then they give it to somebody. Scholarship when it's school. I don't remember. I don't know, a fund. Oh, interesting. A public opportunity to train in the airport through TSA. Ooh. Oh yeah, do you have a service dog? Slash, are you in the process of owner training one? It's always nice to meet somebody who's also done the thing. I remember one time I was just starting to train Sadie, I believe, and I was in an M&M meat shop or whatever the heck, I don't know, in Calgary, and some guy was like, wanted to pet the dog. I said, please no, she's like training to do a job, and he was like, you've got issues. And I was like, that's why I have the dog. Yeah. Hey, by the way, Shannon, don't mean to single you out, but how are you doing? It's people who don't have a service dog but would benefit from one. Internal screaming. I don't know. That just sounds like life before I got Sadie, aka that scene from Community where I think Troy walks back in with a bunch of pizzas and everything's on fire. I hope it's not like that. Man. It's, I don't, how do you eloquently state that living with a disability is tremendously difficult, and if you are not one of the people who can access the resources available, it's made even more difficult. Like, I don't know how much, this is one reason why I was nervous to start going live, because I'm like, what if I say too much? But I'm waiting to hear back about my eligibility for government disability funding. I had to appeal it because they they said that I was in the beginning stages of treatment a year ago, because I got a formal diagnosis of something for the application slash whatever. And they were like, oh, well, haha, you just found out you have this. No, I didn't, but whatever, it's fine. It's been over a year now, and I've submitted additional paperwork with like the 19-page diagnostic report from the autism and ADHD assessment. It cost $2,700, and yeah, life is hard, and it really, really was a good investment because it has helped me so much, even if I don't get approved for disability funding, which hopefully I do, because I'm doing everything I can. And it's an experience. Oh, you have a program pup. That's fantastic. Not that you didn't have the capability to own or train, but I'm really glad that there was, you know, that's, what is the process of getting a dog from a program like? Because I would imagine that there's all kinds of stuff you have to like fill out and whatever. I've watched, what's her name? Molly Burke. I've watched her videos about, I can't remember what the foundation is called, but the guide dog school or program that she got her dogs through. I've seen her videos about that, and it seems like pretty in depth. to get a program-trained dog, but I'm guessing it probably varies from program to program and state to state and province to province and country to country. Everything's so different everywhere. The laws vary so vastly. Here in Alberta, I believe there's a, what's it called? You have to do like a public access test, and then there's an identification card that you have to get. Not like one that you can order online. Those are, from my understanding, always fraudulent. But there is a government thing you have to do here in Alberta. But I think in Manitoba, when we moved out there, there's like, it's not regulated in the same way. It's basically just the honor system. Like, you have to let me in because I have this dog that I need, and I'm not lying about it. But there are people who take advantage of the system, and I don't know. I didn't experience any of that out there, thankfully. I don't think I've ever seen, well, ever. That's a lie. In the last few years, I don't think I've seen like a dog that clearly isn't working in a store that it's clearly not supposed to be in. There's pet-friendly places that I see dogs in all the time, and I think that's wonderful. Hello! How's it going? Man, what time is it where you live? It is, what time is it here? 10:28 a.m. in Edmonton, where I am. Thank you for being here. I raised my coffee to you. For some reason. Oh, an artist. What kind of artist? Like a visual artist, or like a what's that word? Music. Like a musician? Oh no. I remember I used to have a Tumblr account, and I remember getting a DM once that was like, "Hey, I'm an artist. I'd like to make a mural of your feet." I did not send them a picture of my feet. I'm also not going to send anybody else a picture of my feet, so don't ever ask, "Hello, Mr. Green." Oh yeah. I have these stickers. I can put my glasses back on now. Ah, I need to open these things. Ah, had to apply, provide medical files, and do multiple interviews. Yeah, gosh, sounds like an interrogation. But like, maybe not actually. Maybe just a thorough process. But like, it seems like a lot to handle if you're also navigating a disability. I've opened this sticker pack. I don't know. I might keep the She-Hulk one. That's fun. Let's see who's in this one. Hello! How are you doing today, friend? Oh! Sorry, I'm excited. Is that Squirrel Girl? Ah! I'm obviously keeping Squirrel Girl. I'll probably keep the Star-Lord one. And, maybe all of these guys. Yeah, I think I'm keeping all of these ones. Sorry, Caleb, you don't get offered any of those. Haha. I enjoyed the She-Hulk show. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion. I don't know how people feel about it. I kind of didn't have high expectations, so maybe that was setting me up for success in that regard. Oh man, I like all of these ones too, especially Mantis. I don't know if any of you fine folks play, what's it called? Marvel Rivals. I really enjoy that game. And usually if I get a Lord character, I get scared and change the artwork back away from the Lord character because people are mean. And if you don't do well and you're a Lord, they're going to be like, "Wow, I'm going to be mean to you now." Ooh. And so I don't like setting myself up for that. But I really do enjoy Mantis. I think this is the same. This is the same. We got an exact double. That makes sense. That makes sense. They are mass-produced. Man, I don't have any comic knowledge whatsoever. My boyfriend will always fill me in on, like, in the comics, XYZ, whatever. And I'm glad he knows, because then I get to benefit from that knowledge without investing in comic books. I like this one that says smash. We're not going to pass on that one. Man, there's a couple of duplicates here, so that's fun. I don't even have to decide if I'm going to give them to my brother. I can just give them to him because they had doubles. Except for Miss Marvel. She's not a double. There we go. This is very exciting. I'm enjoying it anyway. Where am I from? I am from Canada, Edmonton, Alberta, most specifically. I don't necessarily fit in here with the standard, what you would think when you first think of Edmonton, Alberta. But it's where I am. Where are you from? And what time is it where you are? Man, I got freaked out by time zones yesterday too. It's tomorrow in Australia. How cool is that? It's tomorrow in a lot of places. We've established this already as well. Man, which, I guess, I'm gonna cut the bottom off of these things because, like, I don't know. I don't want to, I don't know. I like it better without the, like, her name is Mantis. I know her name is Mantis. So I'm just gonna cut it off, and I'll probably stick it on my pill case because, I don't know, that's where I put most of my stickers. I have a friend who gives me stickers, just like, I see her once or twice a year, and she always has a bunch of, I was about to say crap. That's not nice. A bunch of stuff for me. Usually, like, half the things on my bookshelf, it's usually like a little giraffe, but she also gives me stickers. And I had one on my laptop near, like, where my hands go, and it got completely rubbed off, which makes sense. But I was sad. It was a Princess Mononoke sticker. I don't know much about anime, but I do enjoy a good Ghibli? Okay. 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 Bow, 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 bow. What is everybody's plan for the day? Just hanging out, presumably consuming food, water, coffee. What is my favorite color? Purple, of course. What's your favorite color? It's okay if it's not purple, but it's okay if it is. And it's okay if it changes every single day. When I was younger, it was blue when I was a kid, I think. And then I think orange for a while, and then green, and then purple. Oh no, I just cut the other mantis. Oh well, I'll give that one to him. Keep that one for me. Blue, nice. I believe that's my brother's favorite color as well. I do enjoy purple. I like a dark purple, like a royal purple or whatever the heck most. But any shade of purple, a lilac, lavender. I like the lavender scent also. It's nice and relaxing. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about this Squirrel Girl sticker. She's a character I love to play in Rivals. Top fives, yeah. I can't do a favorite movie. Like, I think when I was younger, my answer was a three-way tie for first place between Juno, what's it called? The Sound of Music and Psycho. And now, oh my gosh, Everything Everywhere All at Once, I think, would be the one that I would say is my favorite if I had to choose. But top fives are a good way to go, because, like, I can't do a favorite song or anything either, because it's like, well, it depends. What mood am I in? Ooh, Galaxy. Huh, I didn't know that was an option. Like, sorry, I'm just picturing, like, that's funny that I'm holding the Guardians of the Galaxy thing right now. I like the Galaxy too. Oh, thank you. I straightened my hair today and I washed it yesterday. You're catching it at its best. Oh, favorite food. This one's gonna have to be a top 5. If I had to pick one, I would say potato, because then it can be anything. It can be mashed, it can be baked, it can be scalloped. But, oh man, there's so much to love about food. And a lot of different things. But it has to be the time for it. Because, like, last night I had French onion soup. And so I'm inclined to say French onion soup is my favorite because, oof. But I also do love, like, I'm sorry, vegans, but steak and mashed potatoes and some sort of vegetable. Oh my gosh, it's the best. Mashed potatoes, though. Pierogies. Ah, yes, a nice light soup is always welcome. Oh, there was this place, a cafe in Calgary when I used to live there. I can't even remember what it's called, but they had butternut squash soup, and it was the best. It made me so happy. I would go there and get it if I was feeling a little sad. There was, like, I don't know, cream in it. Oh, man. It was so warm and delicious and filling, which is fun. I'm not gonna cut the numbers off of these things because then it'll mess up the, oh, it's not even on the sticker part. Nice, I don't even have to worry about that. Oh, this is very exciting. I can put Squirrel Girl and the word smash. Ah, is it, if I'm understanding, is it that song that's like, I can be fried, I can be mashed, I can be anything you like? Oh no, by Layla? Layla? That's funny. My friends off and on throughout my life, the ones that I went to high school with mostly, used to call me Layla. Man, potatoes can be anything you like. They're delicious. They are so versatile. They're a gift to humanity. Maybe I'll make potatoes tonight. I've had a lot of potatoes this week. It was mashed for a couple of days there, and then it was roasted. Oof, oof. With some, what's it called, onions and some mushrooms. It was delicious. I know mushrooms are controversial. Some people are not fans, which is fair. People get wrapped up in how they're grown, but, like, look where I came from. And I turned out, maybe I didn't turn out fine. And maybe I turned out to be a fun guy, but anyway. Ah, should I put on more makeup today? I don't think I want to. I want to have the thing to do with my hands, but I don't want to have that on my face for the rest of the day. Why, thank you. I do quite enjoy smiling. I hope you have many reasons to smile today. I have a few reasons to smile today. I get to hang out with my brother this afternoon. That's going to be fun. We have a bunch of crap to do in his apartment, which is a-okay. It's a good week for it to happen because work is slow on my end, and so it was a good time to start trying to live stream because I've got a lot of time on my hands. Thyme, rosemary, oregano. Man, I want to try a new recipe, but I don't know what. You know, I can't think of a single food, you know? Like I want to branch out. I like spaghetti. Like we made pasta and sauce already this week. There's like fajitas, tacos, taco salad bowl. That's an easy one. Nice for the summertime. Shepherd's pie, chicken pot pie. Oh, the celery that I'm growing from the like end piece of the celery from the last chicken pot pie that I made. Since I talked about it yesterday, it's actually grown more. It's get like the new stalks are getting taller than the original one, and I'm gonna have to repot it soon. And I don't know if we have any pots that are the right size. I hope so, because I don't want to spend money on one, but if I get one, it'll be at like Dollar Tree, you know. But I also hope not, because they have some funny ones at the store. But that could be a fun thing, is steal an idea from a flower pot that I've seen and then paint it onto one that I have at home. Ah. Ooh. Beans and greens quesadilla. That sounds tasty. The day that I learned what refried beans are was the day that my life changed. That's probably not even, I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I had no idea you could have beans paste or whatever. Man, when I was growing up, I wasn't exposed to a bunch of different like foods. It was a pretty set bunch of things that we had in our house, like most houses probably. But like when I went out into the world, I was so surprised. I found out, yes, I was born again from the knowledge of refried beans and like learning what garlic tastes like. I learned the hard way. This is why moderation is key, friends. When I went to college, I was like, I'm gonna eat a whole jar of pickles to myself in my bed. And I got a tummy ache because you shouldn't eat that many pickles all at once. And then I found out that there was like a substantial amount of garlic involved. And I found out that was a thing. I would get a tummy ache if I had too much like raw garlic, I guess, for a while there. I don't know. I love garlic now though. What's it called? Garlic confit. C-O-N-F-I-T. Confit. It's you like peel the garlic, put it in oil, put it in the oven, and then it just like softens it and you can like spread it on toast. Put it into mashed potatoes. It's delicious. I have a friend whose parents grow garlic, and I every so often get like homemade garlic, what's it called? Garlic salt. It's exactly what you would expect. Good luck, have fun. I'll see you when you come back. I might still be talking about potatoes and garlic. But my friend's parents make garlic salt, and it has like hunks of dehydrated garlic in it, and it's fantastic. I think it's different than roasted garlic because I don't know, I'm picturing the way that I've roasted garlic before is wrapped it in foil. I don't know if you even have to do that, but like it's submerged in oil the way that I was talking about, but I think it's, ooh, garlic hummus. Oh man, I've heard hummus is easy to make if you have like a food processor or whatever. Is that true? Because it, I hope it's true, but then I would have too much hummus because I would make it and I would make too much. But oof, is hummus is like chickpeas and stuff all busted together, right? Now I want some hummus. There's, what is it, a red pepper kind that I enjoy. I wonder, one could probably make that at home. We have a KitchenAid, and it sits there in the kitchen, offering moral support as we cook and use everything but the KitchenAid. And I feel like I could make a lot of stuff with that thing if I remembered it existed. Oh yeah, that sounds like something I could do. Just put the stuff in, press the button. I think our food processor is broken. Last time, or was it last time we tried to use it, ours was broken, or was that my old one? I don't know. I'm gonna try to find out if my food processor works, and then I might join you in the hummus making adventure. Man, I'm kind of hungry now. Ah, we do have, what's it called? My favorite breakfast at the moment is, it's, the word escapes me. It's gonna come back. Instant oatmeal. A pack of instant oatmeal with frozen berries. They don't have to be frozen. They just happen to be. I like microwave them for 30 seconds or whatever. Put it in the bowl. Put the packet of oatmeal on top. Pour the boiling water. Mix it together. Rejoice. Profit. It's the best. It became my favorite, like, my, the hyperfixation meal that, like, you eat it until you can't stand it anymore, and then, like, okay, see you next time, we're fixated on this meal. It became that for me when I was working on the set of some film in Calgary, and we were filming, like, out in, like, on some ranch, beautiful farmland. Call time was like 5 or 6 a.m. and the time of the year that it is, the sun would rise as we were getting breakfast at craft services. So I just have this like nice emotional memory of like standing out in a field and watching the sunrise and watching the steam come off of my oatmeal, and it's just like, wow, I get to do what I love today and be a part of something. And this is warm and nourishing and sweet and delicious. And I think of that every time I have that breakfast now, and the craving came back around. I must have been working on that like September, October. Hey, heck yeah, you have incredible taste. You had that this morning. It's like you knew. You sensed my craving in the force. Ah, I'm going to take your advice on the saving money on pita chips thing. That makes a lot of sense. I don't have an air fryer, but like there's something, the oven. I can find a way. Groceries are expensive. I feel like the frog in the pot where the water is coming up to temperature, and I'm starting to look around and be like, "Oh, it's getting hot in here." If you know what I mean, like it snuck up on me is what I mean. I'm not a pot that's being thrown into a boiling frog. What am I talking about? I'm not a frog being thrown into a pot of boiling water because I'm not just starting to buy groceries now. It just like it slowly got more expensive. But people with kids, are you okay? Because it feels like you've been thrown into a pot of boiling water. Like, hey, great. Things are getting more expensive. You have kids now, and they're starting school. And I think the teachers in my province are going on a strike. That has nothing to do with grocery prices, but... Oh, nice. Yeah, temperature and time. That's a game that I know quite well with this oven at my current home. I miss having a convection oven. That was a luxury that I took for granted because there was one at the last place that I lived, and this place, it's fine, but like it's not convection, and I notice the difference. I understand the air fryer craze now, that like, oh yeah, people without convection ovens can have one on the countertop. How much is an air fryer? I feel like it probably used to be a few hundred and is now like 50. That's my official guess. Oh, countertop dishwasher as well. My brother wants to get one of those because his apartment doesn't have a dishwasher. And like it's a luxury, but it's also like people with disabilities know that doing the dishes is sometimes a little more taxing in a few different ways. So like he is capable of doing dishes, but I want to make it easier for him. So I want to look into how much a countertop dishwasher would be. I'm guessing they range from like $200 to $800. That's my official guess. Way too much to just like walk into a store and be like, I'll take one, please, on any given day, but something that can be saved up for sure. Oh, man. I'm very glad to have, oh yeah, $30-ish to $300. That makes sense. There's probably like Cadillacs out there, an air fryer that's like, and also the weather outside is 14 degrees. There's like, technology has gotten crazy. That never occurred to me, a pre-owned countertop dishwasher. Excuse me while I blow my mind. Whoa. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I hadn't thought of that. It's funny. Secondhand is always my instinct. But like Facebook Marketplace is my nightmare. And so if I'm not going to find it in a secondhand store, I forget that I can find it secondhand on the internet from real people. There's got to be somebody in this city selling one, because like a friend of mine the other day sold her Dyson to some guy who was looking for a Dyson, and it was perfectly fine, worked completely as it was supposed to. She had just been gifted a new one from her mother-in-law or something, so she wanted to, you know, she didn't need 2 vacuums, and like, it's a Dyson, it's a nice vacuum, somebody will want it. So of course. Oh yeah, totally, people who invest in it and then realize, wait, I don't actually need this, / it's taken over my life. That is probably what would happen if I got an air fryer, because I don't think I'd use it too often. And the counter space. The counter space! I feel like I'm trying to picture the counter in my brother's apartment. Even if it wouldn't fit on a counter, I'm sure we could like fashion a nook somewhere. Well, it would have to be close to the water source, obviously. Ugh, all of the gymnastics that comes with having a countertop device. Gosh! I just spilled my coffee on myself. I don't know if you can see that. It is in my hair. Crap! That's okay. That is okay. It's a good thing I didn't put a full face of makeup on today, because then it would, you know how like, oh, tear stains? No, coffee stains from missing my mouth. And that is okay. Oh man. I want to have like a little coffee station in my house someday. I had one previously, but that little cart thing is now my brother's, it's my brother's microwave stand now. And so you know, I don't have like much coffee stuff to put on it, but I have a couple syrups that I got for Christmas, I think. And they've lasted a long time and they're delicious. And I think they've lasted a long time because they're put away, because I don't have a coffee cart because space. Ooh, you can roast things without the oven. That is fantastic. I don't have a toaster oven. I have previously had them, and they're fantastic. It's much better than the microwave. Just tiny little oven on the, what's it called, counter. And I've got a pile of rubbish, but I don't have a garbage can in here. This is something to note. I'm going to take this pile of sticker ends with people's names on them. I don't need it to say her name. I know that's Mantis. That's a little joke about how it's Gambit. Oh yeah, single servings of food without heating the whole house. True. Yes. Oh man. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, we're not cooking today days. If it was too hot in the summertime, it'll heat up the whole house to use the oven. That's a good point. You can make a single serving of something that needs to be put in the oven without using the oven, heating up the whole house. Man, I want to try, what are they called? Dragon braids from yesterday, but I still didn't bring hair ties in here. It's not going to be a hair shenanigans day, but I wonder, do I have any hair ties in here? Oh, I have a bunch of jewelry. Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot about this. Let's go down memory lane. This is not from memory lane. This is from my boyfriend. Got it for me from a thrift store years ago. And I put a bunch of my mom's jewelry in it, and some of my jewelry that I got from goodness knows who. I can't remember. Someone in my family. But that's the, what's it called? Edelweiss of the Every Morning You Greet Me. Small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow. It's also a watch. And, yeah. Ah. Bloom and grow at 10:59 a.m. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. These are flower petals. A friend I had years ago gave me these. Her father was a jeweler, and he, like, I don't know if you can tell, they're like flower petals that have been sealed, and it's they're nice. Let me see. I haven't worn earrings in 100 years, but they never heal over. These ears never heal over. What does that mean? I don't know, but I'm not complaining. It does kind of suck, actually, that I was nervous when I was getting my ears pierced, so I was like, dodging them. And, okay, that's extreme. I wasn't dodging them, but they're crooked. One is definitely higher than the other. Did it start to heal over on the back? Do I must eat my words? I don't know. I'm not gonna force it. Who is it? Is there someone that wears one earring? Is it, Elton John? Boy George? Someone wears one earring. Jack Sparrow? I don't know, but that's who I am. Oh, The Sound of Music. Oh no. To have that stuck in one's head is a nightmare. We wouldn't want that, would we? My mom's earrings. Ooh, I remember her wearing these when I was a kid. I probably have some pictures around somewhere, but is it gonna, yeah. Wow, pretty. High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, lay, ooh. There we go. And then he stepped in a frickin' dog turd, lay, That ear is gonna be red because I'm messing with it and putting metals in it. Something I always forget until I'm trying to wear earrings is that I have like some sort of metal allergy. My mom always used to joke about how she and I didn't have allergies to anything except for cheap jewelry. There was a time in her life where she stopped making those jokes and said that I was allergic to bright lights and things, but that's fine. I like these ones though. These ones I bought myself. I can't remember when. Probably in college because that was when I was of buying things time. They're seasonally appropriate. Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna try to wear those sometime. Maybe in a video. That'll be good. I'm gonna see if my left ear is like actually, left the party. No pun intended. Left the party. No, it actually worked. Cool. Doesn't have to be re-pierced. I just wasn't doing it properly. But that's exciting. We got spiderweb earrings. That's fun. I should donate some of these to the thrift store, but I don't want to part with any of it. Any of it at all. This, like, okay, so how do I put this? No one in my family has ever had autism. They've just had very specific interests and hobbies. And now people in my generation are being diagnosed. I digress. This is a ring that my great-grandfather made, I believe. He loved a good rock. Rock on, dude. Where is it? Let me see. This is another thing that he made. It's a pendant. And it's just a rock. It's just a cool rock. And it has a thingy and it can go on a chain. I'm gonna drop it in my coffee. Be right back. Oh, God. Don't even worry about it. It's going back on the shelf now before I can ruin everything. Hey, look, this thing that someone in my family made years ago. Let me throw it on the floor. But anyway, there's like a bunch of stuff like that, and I don't want to get rid of it ever. So I shan't. Oh. Like, my mom was so stylish for a time in the 90s. I don't know what happened. She suddenly just wasn't cool anymore after I was born? No, just kidding. But like, look at that. That's a cute earring. This one will definitely make my ears hurt. This is why we can't have nice things. That's a song by Taylor Swift that I don't enjoy and always have stuck in my head. How does she do that? Anyway, my mom, the baddie in the 90s. That's fun. Yeah, the Edelweiss ring. Ooh, here's another pair of her earrings that I always thought were really pretty. Yeah. These ones. Ooh. How the... I'm not even going to try to put that on. Oh, yeah. By the way, these have all, like, been cleaned since she wore them, but also she hasn't worn anything in a decade, so it's like any germs would be gone by now. And if they're dirty, well, crap. They've been in a jewelry box. It's fine. Let me see. Oh, yeah. She does have, yeah. It's, I believe This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things is on the Reputation album. Oh, my mom, the baddie. Oh. I feel like Ladies with hoop earrings know what they're talking about. I want to know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to talk about This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. I think it's probably about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. I think. I don't know. Because it's like, it was so nice being friends again. There I was giving you a second chance. But you stabbed me in the back while shaking my hand. And therein lies the issue. Friends don't try to trick you, get you on the phone and mind twist you. And then the chorus is, what is it? How does the chorus go? This is why we can't have nice things, darling. 'Cause you break them, I have to take them away. I don't like that song, and it's stuck in my head frequently. I also, what is it? There's another one of that similar, Look What You Made Me Do. I can't stand that song. When it first came out, I was disappointed. Mostly because it's like, come on, Taylor. The kind of people who say, look what you made me do, aren't the kind of person that you want to be, man. But she's a billionaire, so she's already the kind of person that you don't want to be. Listen, you can have a special interest in a billionaire and also acknowledge that they're not the best. It's like, I don't have to explain special interests to you. You're here watching this. You might have one yourself. How many times am I going to put the coffee up to my face to drink it, forget to drink it, put it back down, realize my mouth is dry, and pick it back up and keep talking? Hopefully no more. I'm actually genuinely excited about the new Taylor Swift album because I need something. I need something, guys. No, just kidding. Folks. I try not to say guys because there might be a guy here and I don't want to offend him. I'm just kidding. Oh no, come back. So many people left after that. I'm kidding. But I'm excited for the new Taylor Swift album because I need something to sink my mental teeth into that isn't bad news, you know? Track 5 is called Eldest Daughter. Oh, I can't find the other one. There it is. My cousin made these, and they're like, I can't remember what it is, but they're a material that doesn't make my ears hurt. Ooh, and I haven't been able to find them. My ears already feel messed up from the different metals. That's what they look like. I love these earrings. I forgot about these. My cousin used to make and sell them, but I don't know if she does anymore. She has a child, as do many people. I do not have a child, but I adopted my brother, and that's absolutely not the same. But it is why I'm not necessarily interested in reproducing. But that's all a long way of saying everybody in my life who makes and sells things, I think also has children. And that is bonkers? That's bonkers. What the heck? How do you do it all? How do you have a 3-year-old, 5-year-old running around and be good at stuff? $1! Sorry. This is a loonie from 2020. Why is it in there? I don't know, but I don't know. Does anybody who's not from Canada, if you want to see what a $1 coin in my country looks like, here's, I don't know if it's gonna focus, but it's like a loon swimming on a lake with like a shoreline with trees behind, and Queen Elizabeth. Is Buddy Guy gonna be on our money now? I haven't seen cash in so long. It's been years. I'm gonna keep this out though. Oh, I didn't light my candle today. It smells nice in here when I light it. Black currant, vanilla, and patchouli. Stone and Oak Candle Company is where this comes from, supposedly. But I really enjoy it, and I try to use it sparingly, but I also try to use it. Because what's the point in having things that could bring you joy if only you would allow them to, you know? There. There. Oh, wow, ambiance. Ambiance. A roll of Canadian. Yes. Oh my gosh, my brother has a bunch of pennies. I think he probably has a couple dollars of pennies. At least. There's like several hundred. Are banks still taking pennies? If somebody has a penny or several rolls of pennies, can they bring them? Man. Next item in this jewelry box that I kind of forgot about is a fidget ring. I used to make and sell these shortly after being laid off and I was desperate, but it's to go like this, roll up and down your fingers. This size is a little too small for me, I think. Bob, how's it going? Welcome back. Everybody, say hi to Bob. If you weren't here yesterday, I was, and so was Bob. Man, today we have been opening Marvel sticker packs from Superstore. Here's a couple that I'm excited to have obtained, because, oh yeah, where's Mantis? I play Marvel Rivals quite frequently, never on competitive because my skin is not yet thick enough, but I enjoy playing Mantis and Squirrel Girl, and I'm stoked on having those stickers. Okay, I don't have earrings in right now. I'm going through... Oh, No Frills? Yes, they're owned by the same company, right? I think, is it Loblaws or whatever? Blah, blah, blah. Marvel Rivals, ew, oh no! That's fair, honestly. I've heard some people don't enjoy that game. I am one of the people who does crappy... Yeah. Man. Oh, that's cute. I don't know where this came from. I think it was probably like, I get hand-me-downs, used to get hand-me-downs from people in my life quite frequently. Not so much anymore because I'm in a new city, but I think this was a hand-me-down from somebody, and I hope I don't drop it in my coffee. It's like a whale tail thing, I think. I don't know. It's a pendant. That's the word. Not fang. What is this? These are absolutely not real. I can tell. How? I don't know, because I have it. It's a nice little necklace. I'm not going to put it on. I'm going to see, actually. How does it fit? Where does it hang? Will I ever want to wear it? I am going through a jewelry box that I found in my, what's it called? Makeup stuff over here. Oh, that's cute. I might wear it sometime. Man. But probably not, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it off. There we go. I'm not going to do it back up for now. Keys to something. I don't know what these are keys for. What? I don't know what these are for, so I'm just going to keep them right in there. Oh, I think these are the earrings my ears were pierced with, I think. No. No, it's just a stud. This one is just a stud that looks kind of like it's supposed to look like a diamond. This is not gonna focus. Good luck with your work calls. May they work for you. Man, ugh. Phone calls are scary for me personally. I'm not a big phone call fan. I have to hype myself up for like days if I'm gonna have to make a phone call. And then that's the thing I do that day. Like, I do other things, but it's like, that's the thing that takes the most energy out of me. Everything is scary for me, isn't it? Gosh. But, here's this guy. Wow, it's a flower. But it's not a material that won't make my ears catch on fire. I should probably clean all of these, and the ones that weren't my mom's that make my ears feel, ah! I should take them to, what's it called? I was gonna say a thrift store, but I could see if there's any friends in my life who want them, who like are patient enough to paint clear nail polish or whatever over it. Yeah, they could not, they're not, definitely not dusty, but they are definitely older. There's a few that were my mother's that like I cleaned them obviously, but oh yeah, before I put any of these back in my ears, I would clean them because I've put them down now on the thing that I put my straightener down on, which there's probably all kinds of, I don't know. It's a cloth, it's got fibers and probably hair product. But, oh, I have hoop earrings. Ladies with hoop earrings know what they're talking about. Side note, I miss Jenna Marbles. I saw something online the other day about it being her 39th birthday, and I can't believe she's a 39-year-old lady. And soon she'll be, not soon, in a year, which is like soon, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, she's going to be 40, which is exciting. And a small part of me hopes she comes back to the internet, but a big part of me knows she won't. Ladies with hoop earrings know what they're talking about. I like the way I'm moving my head like this because I like the way they feel on the side of my face. And I like the way it looks when it but I wouldn't be able to tolerate these all day. What is it nickel? I think that's is it a nickel allergy? I can't remember. I'm asking you as if, hey, are you my doctor? Do you remember? Mom, if you're in the chat. Oh, I'm just kidding. Let me see. Oh, this is cute. I think it's by itself, though. This one was definitely a hand-me-down from somebody else. I've never owned earrings that look like this. Oh, that's my fingernail. I was like, what's coming off of it? Cool. Oh. Aw. My mom's necklace. Was this the one? I think this was the one. I think she wore this when she was in the hospital. Like, she wore it often, but it's all tangled up now. It's all tangled up. What do you mean a decade in a jewelry box being moved 7 times got tangled up? There we go. It's there's some sort of religion thing happening here. What is it? Wop. It is a guy. No offense. Not like just a guy. What does it say? O Mary, conceived without sin, pray for us who have recourse to thee. Okay. Well, good for you, friend. I don't know, but like there's a prayer happening here. Walk. This I don't know. How do you have 8K subs and 4 viewers? This is what I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm assuming most of my subs are people from like many years ago who saw one video that was like good and they liked it. And no, fake subs, absolutely not. I work in social media marketing, and which you would think that I could market my own stuff and make it grow, right? No, I just help other people do that. But I will never buy or partake in the whole fake subscriber thing. And I get emails all the time from those like bots or whatever that are like, oh, we can get you subscribers organically for the low price of blah, 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 and all of the bots will come. Like, are you hearing yourself? Organic subscribers pay for bots in the same breath? Nah, that's not something I'm interested in. Yeah, but I don't know. Oh, a new account. That's not something that I had considered. Perhaps. Starting fresh is a good idea. That is it. Hey, while I have you here, Bob, you have opinions, and you might have one on this. I've been thinking of changing the name of my channel. And I ran a poll on my Instagram, and overwhelmingly people were like, yeah, you should. But like, Mr. Russian, he was too busy with his cabbage rolls. Huh? Is that the cabbage rolls guy? I'm trying to do a hilarious callback to yesterday when you taught me about that. Oh yeah. Anyway, here is a heart pendant that is in my hand currently. Ooh, ah. And I'm gonna put it down here now. Because my hands are sweating and I'm rolling it around in my hands. No wonder it was all tangled up. Oh, this is a silver pendant that I bought for myself when I worked at People's. You can tell because it's so tarnished now. Man. Who is this Mr. Russian? I should look into him later. I'll see what he's all about. But it is maybe a good idea to make a new channel. Because, like, I don't want to... It looks weird when there's 8,000 subscribers. And, like, I don't know if it's... Is it me? Is it something I did? Like, I don't get pushed out, I guess. Well, pushed out, yes. Out of being a YouTuber. Evidently. No, just kidding. But, friggin' heck. I put out a video. I try to post consistently. I try to post inconsistently. I try to post frequently. I try to post different types of content. I'm dropping this thing on myself. There used to be 3, but I was a child and wanted to pull them off, apparently. I put out a video. It gets like, I used to consider it to be like, oh yeah, woohoo, this did great. And it had 100 views. That's fine. Yay. But like, now, I put out a video, no matter what, it's gonna get like maximum 100 views. After like months of being up, stuck at 50. It just doesn't make sense. Well, I don't know where the fake subs would have come from. Because that's not something that I'm interested in. I don't know how to prove this, but if you need proof, perhaps you don't have to be subscribed. This channel is not new, and I do have videos that, for me, have popped off. Like, you know, 100,000 views for me is a lot. But, oh, well, yeah, come in one time and then leave. Is that a fake subscriber? I mean, am I a fake subscriber to other channels that, like, I want to remember to go back to them, so I subscribe? And then there's gotta be some that I've forgotten to go back to. Sometimes I see that I'm subscribed to somebody and I have no idea who they are anymore. I obviously did at some point. But yeah, I don't know. 8,000 subscribers and 3 views. That's fine. I don't know. I'm happy to have any subscribers and any viewers. The fact that there's anyone hanging out at any given time is pretty groovy, in my opinion. And nobody is obligated to believe that my followers are not, like, fake, but it would 8,000 is a real silly amount. I would probably go for at least 10. Ah, that's the number of times I'm gonna bonk my teeth on the cup today. Only 9 more to go. That was the first time for the day that I've bonked my teeth on my cup of coffee. These are cute, but I'm not gonna put them on. I suspect they will make my ears hurt. They're, little bow ties. Ooh! Kind of coffee am I drinking? Ha! I'm drinking the, like, no-name medium roast from Superstore with hazelnut creamer in it. And it is fine. It is aggressively fine. What kind of coffee do you folks enjoy? Because, like, I put cinnamon in it because the caffeination station said that it helps with inflammation or something. I don't know. And it makes it taste better, fancier. 'Tis the season. I have cinnamon in my coffee year round, but, you know, it's, what's the word? Pumpkin spice season. Everybody out of my way! I need my pumpkin spice! Any cabbage rolls today? Later. Definitely tonight, instant coffee with lots of sugar. Hell yeah. Gotta have lots of sugar. That's in my opinion. What did I do before? Do you mean before this particular live, Bob, or like before streaming in general? Because what I did before this live was... What did I do? I woke up, I made the coffee, took my boyfriend to his place of employment, took the animals outside, cat and a dog, they both like to hang out outside. And, yeah, I brushed my teeth, and I brought my straightener into this room, and re-poured my coffee, and now we're here. Ah, it isn't beer drinking weather today. It could be. Alas, no beers. I don't have any currently in the fridge, and I'm not going to be able to justify buying one. It's 11:29 a.m. where I am, so perhaps that's fine. Not that there's anything wrong with consuming anything at any particular time, but I just don't. It's not for me. I'm I'm scared I'm gonna say something mean without meaning to. My hands are sweating. There's a lot of bobby pins in this jewelry box, which is great because I've been wanting. It's always beer drinking weather, that's true, yeah. It can warm you up if you're cool. It can cool you off if you're warm. I'm not a huge beer person. Like, I don't drink alcohol very often at all because it interacts with medications I take at different times of the month and la la la. But if I am going to drink something, it'll be like a slushy cocktail. Or, what's it called? Wild Rose Brewery Raspberry Ale. That's my favorite one. It has foxes on the can. It used to just like, well, no, it probably still actually comes in bottles. I just haven't seen it in bottles in a while. But they've got characters with all of their beers. Why am I sweating? Yeah, I guess I don't have to say that out loud. I don't know. I'm wearing a sweater and sweatpants because it's cool outside, but I didn't consider what the temperature would be inside when I start to talk and get nervous that I'm saying the wrong thing. Oh, that's interesting. There's 2 different earrings that are the same type, and I'm not able to pick them up. There we go. But one is silver and one is gold. Man. Oh, that's because one is a lip ring and one is an earring. That makes sense. This used to go here. I wasn't, why am I wearing a sweater inside? I don't know. Why does anyone wear anything anywhere? Well, you can find out why I get so nervous if you go join my 8,000 fake subscribers and watch my videos. I'm not like saying that, you know, you think they're fake. Just a little, I'm just joshing. There's chains in here for all of these. Oh no, they're tangled up. That makes sense that they're all tangled up. But there's a couple of pendants that have been loose in here, and I suspect they came from all these. I wonder if this will be easier now that I have slightly longer nails than before, or if it'll be harder to untangle these. Oh gosh, I'm kicking my tripod. Oh my gosh, exposed. Let me see. Untangling chains. This content is off the chain. Oh. Yeah. Man. I remember when I worked in the, not grocery store. I worked in a grocery store in the deli, and somebody stole my iPod out of my backpack, and then I got blamed because why would you have an iPod at work? Why don't you punish people for breaking the rules, management? I digress. When I worked at the jewelry store, there we go. Done! I really wasn't great. I now understand this was probably the autism, but I wasn't great at, like, sales, like convincing people to buy diamonds because I wouldn't lie to them, you know? Not that you have to lie to be in sales, but like, I'm just not good at it. I'm not surprised at all that at the Real Canadian Superstore, somebody yelled at you over a can of pineapple. People, was that, I want to ask how recently that was. That's just a timeless act and a universal experience for people that are cashiers, I think. I was a cashier at a dollar store, I think, for a brief period. And it was fine. But like, sometimes people are not necessarily looking to be kind when they go and speak to somebody who is working in a role that they feel is meant to serve them. And like, that's fine. Everybody has to blow off steam, but maybe perhaps not at your fellow man. Come on. Roll up some cabbage when you get home or something. Just kidding. I don't want to endorse drug use, but like, man, oh, that makes me sad. You were 15. That's just like, no one deserves to be yelled at, but a kid, a teenager just doing their best. Everyone's out here doing their best, obviously. Anthony, I don't know if I snore when I sleep. Actually, that's totally false. I did a sleep study this summer, and I don't think I often snore. It, like, registered a couple snores, but am I gonna regret answering this? I should have thought through why you asked that before answering it, but that's not in my wheelhouse of skills. If anybody has just joined and is wondering, there is a knot in this chain, and I'm going to get it out. There's a couple other chains in there that are all tangled up, but this one is in my hand now. Ugh, I remember, oh yeah. Right, no, I already told that story. I was like, I worked in a jewelry store, and I wasn't good at selling diamonds, but I liked to untangle chains and clean people's jewelry. I was not good at selling diamonds, but I really liked to clean them. Like the ladies that came in, like, oh, we're getting our anniversary band. Like, hey, I can clean your engagement ring and wedding band for you, make them sparkle and shine. I love people, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about most of the time. I think that's my issue with, like, existing, not in public spaces, but like spaces where like I'm a service provider. Like when I worked at the grocery store in the deli, I was no stranger to being scolded about the thickness of a slice of meat. Like, oh, don't be stingy. But like, I think anywhere you go in any position, there's probably going to be people who are not going to necessarily be stoked and jazzed to be there with you. I'm going to come back to that chain eventually. Give it some time to rest. Let the potato rest for 5 minutes. Let me see. Ah, that's going to be tangled up. This was one of my mom's chains. I can tell. So obviously, there's nothing going on with it. Thank God. Thank goodness. Why did you get yelled at? Don't be stingy. Come on. Oh, are you talking to her about the can of pineapples, or me about getting yelled at over meat? Essentially, it's like, I didn't ask for it sliced thin. Why did you give me shaved meat when I asked for shaved meat? How come when I asked for head cheese to be sliced thinly, it all fell apart? Like, well, I don't know. Big, do you have any kids energy. Like, sometimes working in customer service taught me a lot of stuff, and I don't think I could do it again today. Because I'm not as, I know Bob is gonna say that he disagrees, but I'm not as afraid now as I used to be when I was younger. I used to like immediately want to back down and make everything fine. The fawn response. And I don't know if I could do that now because I worked in retail during the like fresh out of lockdown phase in 2020. So one of my roles was like there was a head count at the door. I think there was like an iPad on a stand, and we could just tap the number up, tap it down as people came and went. And a lot of people didn't like being told to wait in line because there was a maximum capacity that we were allowed to have in the store because of the airborne virus that was, making its rounds, you might have heard. Construction. I feel like I could enjoy construction if like, I don't know what the hours are like. If they're consistent, hell yeah. I don't care if the hours are long, magnificent. But as previously established, if the hours are long, then it limits my availability to my dependent. I don't know actually if I'm sitting here assuming people know this, but I am my younger brother's guardian. He has disabilities that he has like some significant support needs, and sometimes it's a drop everything and go to him situation, which is good and fine, but probably less feasible in certain careers, I suppose. But like if we take that away, just pretend we'll go on a fantasy trip to a land where I have no familial obligations. And I could definitely be like a flag person. I enjoy boring stuff. I enjoy physical stuff, but I am not necessarily great at the heavy lift. Okay. I used to work in a thrift store where I would like, flip couches around and stuff, and it's good and fine. But I don't know. I don't know about like stuff that matters structurally. I don't know if I would I'd be kind of nervous to be involved in anything that anyone's gonna like drive on someday. But I used to work in like theater production, and I learned very quickly that I was doing load in / load out for a rock show, and everything is in these big like boxes on wheels. and I think it was one of the ones that was like 5 feet tall, I guess. Um, I was able to get it up to temperature, you know, pushing it. I'm getting momentum going. Okay, good. I'm moving at an okay pace. Time to turn the corner. We turned the corner all right. The box pulled me because the box was much heavier than me. So it's like, oh, good. Pushing boxes for theater supposed to be like a pretty, like, you know, not low stakes, not easy, but like an all right entry level thing. No, that didn't work out. But like, there's a million things that I would love to do, that I think I could do, but also many of those things depend on me like not living in my objective existence and reality. Like, how do I say, how you say disability sometimes, much to my shock and dismay, disables me. It's really annoying, but that's how she be. Sometimes, like, it's unpredictable days that I'm not going to have any energy to do anything. Kind of predictable because PMDD, I can tell, okay, in the next couple weeks, there will be at least a day when I'm exhausted to the point that I can't even, like, figure out how to say words in the right order. Does anybody else do that, where you mix up, like, the first syllable of 2 words in a row? It's like if I was trying to say Bob Smith, I would say Smob Biff. That's many days in my life, which is fine, but I perhaps couldn't do like telemarketing or anything. I wouldn't convince anyone of anything. That and the fact that I have to prep to do a phone call, a small, insignificant one. Phone calls are the bane of my existence. When I was a kid, there was like stuff around the phone ringing that like my mom would be like, "Oh, it's this horrifying thing that might happen." So like it makes sense that the phone makes me nervous, but I'd love to move past that. Especially since a lot of people in my life that I love are big phone call people. Like, I feel like if I text them, I'll get half the story, but it's like, oh, it's too long to text, and like I start typing it out and then it feels silly, like I don't think you even care. Like, no, please tell me everything, especially if it's silly. I do care. I don't know if that's a standard friend thing or if it's asking too much, but I believe that it should not always be welcome for people to be like, oh, here is the whole story of how I'm doing since you asked. This knot is going to drive me crazy. It's going to drive me up the wall and back down again, there and back again, a hobbit's tale of me losing it, going up the wall and back down. I'm going to get this knot undone. I am. But in a much more real sense, I'm not. Oh, hello! 0 in the tank. Yeah. When there's 0 in the tank, there's nothing to give to the words that it's like I'm using all of my brain power to get through the day, and you also want me to communicate? The words are going to get mixed up. There's no 2 ways about it. Ugh. There's a singular knot in this chain, and I want it to cease. I very much desire for it to undo itself. Ah! This used to kill a lot of time when I worked in the jewelry store, obviously, as you can see. I remember one time a guy came in and he had like, I don't know if you've ever seen it. They might be more common these days, maybe less common, but it's like a puzzle ring. Like, if you take the ring off, there's like different pieces that can like undo from itself, but it's not a fidget ring, it's a puzzle that you put together, and then only when it's completely put together will it be a ring. And this guy came into the store and he was like, help me. I took off my ring and was playing with it, and then the puzzle came apart. I don't know how to repuzzle it, but I want to be wearing my ring when I get home, and can you help? And so we had to spend some time figuring out how to put his puzzle ring back together. That was the one and only time I've ever seen one in person. Jewelry is actually fascinating. There's so many different materials that can be used and everything. Like, I think my friend's husband has a ring from somebody who makes dinosaur bone jewelry. Like, I think there's like some sort of dinosaur bone incorporated into the band somehow. And I thought that was pretty sweet. Like, oh, that's neat that that exists. I would love a dinosaur bone ring, and I also love having a roof over my head. Every bill, like, paid before fancy dinosaur jewelry. This is progress! This, if you were wondering, everybody, is what progress looks like. I got this through, which is good. Yes! Yes! Yes, we did it! Yes! We got the knot out of the chain. I'm thrilled and pleased. What the hell is happening here? Okay. It's also knotted up here, but that's okay. Wait. Yes. Yes. I can undo it. Nope. Yes. It'll be fine. I got too excited now. Ugh, my hands won't work. It's okay. I'll just stop that from hanging down. Ah, gosh dang it. There we go. Okay. Don't stop celebrating. Don't stop the party. I just got the knot out of this chain. Don't stop the party. There we go. How thrilling. This is in kind of a weird position, but construction for women now. I don't know what that means. Are you saying construction is for women now? Hell yeah, girl power. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This chain is through the thing. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's gonna work. I could do plumbing, except I'm no fool. I know that takes an education. My education is in theater, film, and makeup. God. Which, you know, there's stuff to be said about what I could have educated myself in. But you go with what you can do at the time. But like, man, my brother-in-law, he's not a plumber. He like does all, he does house. He does make house. And he went to school for plumbing. And I don't remember how long he was in school or anything, but I remember it was like, oh, without experience, you get no experience. Man. Yes, I would do trades if there were no men. Listen, the trades, fantastic. And, you know, how you say, I'm uncomfortable to bend over and pick something up. Not, hashtag not all men. And I've never necessarily been objectified by a woman out loud in a way that makes me uncomfortable. Ooh, a drywall site. Man, that's cool. Heck yeah. Women can do anything! Well, maybe not anything. Like, there's things that no human can do. But what a boy can do, a girl can do! I remember when I was a kid, my mom always used to tell me, instead of just stand there and look pretty, she would go, just stand there and look smart. Because it's more important to be smart than pretty. And so I rejected pink for the rest of a few years. Not for the rest of time. A lot of pink things in this room currently. A lot. A lot. A lot of pink. A lot of pink. Embrace femininity, baby. Man. Ugh, I wonder. I wonder, what is it like to build a house? What is it like to work in construction? I feel bad for the people who, at a couple of specific construction sites in the city that I live in, people speed really fast past workers. Like, I see the flag person holding her sign and it says slow, and she'll like start pounding it on the ground when somebody's ripping past her. Like, I am personally of the belief that going to work in the morning should not limit your chances of coming home at night, you know? Yes, there are dangerous jobs, and I think we can all work a little bit to keep each other safe by not speeding through construction zones, etc. Man, what's your shtick, Bob? Do you have like a career that you're involved in, or are you just like a do something for a while and then switch it up a little while later? Or are you I've been working at the same place for 20 years. My father, I'm pretty sure, has been in the same job, maybe not the same position, but definitely with the same company since before I was born. I'm pretty sure he's been with that company since the 80s. And like, if you know what you want to do it, man. There's so many things that I've done in my life that like career-wise, that I'm, you know, wow, I can't believe I got to do that for a little while, you know? That's what a great question. When and why did I start liking giraffes? There is actually a very specific answer to that. When I was in high school, a friend of mine said that if I were an animal, I would be a giraffe because they look like they should be graceful, but they just aren't. And I thought that was really funny. And then I was like, I want to learn more about giraffes. And they're real fun looking. Why are they like that? When they get mad and they like swing their necks around and look ridiculous, and you can tell they're very mad, but you have a hard time taking them seriously. That's kind of like what it's like when I get mad. So it just like, I strongly identify. They've got blue tongues. I like Slurpees. But I also really like penguins and orcas. And it's funny. Me and my sister have matching tattoos. She likes penguins, and so she's the penguin. I'm the giraffe. She came out to visit sometime, I don't know, many, many moons ago. She came to visit, and she was like, we should get matching tattoos. And so we called a place, made an appointment for the next day. Huzzah! It was magnificent. What you doing? I am, what's it called? Putting all the jewelry back into the jewelry box, but putting each of the chains in a different corner so that they can't get all wrapped up in each other again. There's also like a screw. That was under all the earrings. I should be all right, right? I do love this ring though. made by my great-grandfather. I don't want to bend it to fit on any other finger. Mostly just fits on that finger, but oh, fits there. That's fun. But I'm not gonna wear it. I'm gonna lose it. It's gonna, like, the rock will fall out or something. I do like these. Oh yeah, I have an earring stand back here. Ta-ta! These ones were also my mother's, these like gold hoop scenarios. I thrifted these 3 pairs, these bows. Love. Keys. The key to love. Let me see. I'm gonna put my spiderweb earrings on there so that, whoops, I'm dropping stuff, so that they're out for the season. Season. Must be the season of the earrings. There we go. I'm going to donate that. I'm going to keep this whale tail pendant because it's cute, and I do love whales. I for sure didn't buy this. I think somebody must have given it to me at some point. I wonder if these ones... Do I like this? Yes, I'm keeping those. Excellent. Oh man, something about the way that I said that reminded me of, oh, what's her name? Dee Dee from, what's it called? It's escaping me. King of the Hill. King of the Hill. Dee Dee, Cotton's wife. She makes me laugh. The way she says things sometimes, and the way that she just puts up with so much. Oh my god! I keep on dropping the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Ah yes, big gold link chains. I saw the other day in one of the construction zones I was talking about earlier, actually, there were some like teens trying to cross the road with their slushies from the like Circle K or whatever. I'm pointing as if it's even on the same side of the city as I am right now. There were like 3 or 4 of them, and they all had like big chains, and they looked like they were maybe like 11 to 14. I don't know how old kids are. They were just like kid-aged teenagers, if that makes sense. And they all had huge chains and Slurpees and like waited for a break in traffic. Off they go. But a box link chain that, yes. I'm not gonna go get it because it'll take time and I don't want to leave you hanging, I guess. But, I have a chain that my mother's in, essentially. I have like a little pendant with a heart with like her thumbprint on it, and it has mom engraved on the back, and that is on a box link chain. And because those, I think, from when I was getting it, I was under the impression that that was the strongest, and it hasn't failed me yet. I do love a good box link. Ugh. I wonder if this clock, this watch, I'm scared to wind it and hurt it. But it's so small and endearing. I love it. It's a little clock. What time does it say that it is? This whole time this morning it has been saying that it's like 12:58. It is 12:01 currently. 12:01 p.m. where I am. What time is it where you am? Buddy? Ugh, man. Do I want to keep this? I don't think so. I'm gonna donate that. Donate these earrings. Keep these little flower ones because they're cute. That kind of came out of left field. Please continue to explain what you mean by not everything a girl can do, a boy can do, and not everything a boy can do, a girl can do. Kind of no kidding. But also perhaps we can move past that mentality and understand that there's room for everyone, regardless of gender. Because sometimes people can surprise you. Here. Here's what it's looking like now, this thing. Ta-da. Putting earrings on it that I'm gonna wear / never gonna wear. Because I'll forget they exist and that they are there. At least I have one pair that I know are made with a material that I am not allergic to. Allergic. Waha! Do construction. Are you telling me to do construction? Or are you challenging me to do construction, assuming that I can't? Don't challenge me. I'll build a house. Will it be able to stand? Who knows? Because I don't know how to build a house. But I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm just kidding. I'm absolutely not going to build a house. But I think perhaps... What is something that... Let me think. I'd like to think of something that a man can do that a woman can't. Completely ruin civilization. I mean, women haven't been given the opportunity for that before, but men do a pretty good job. Oh, are you saying you do construction and you've been doing it for 15 years? That's pretty cool. Heck yeah. That is a long time. I'm assuming you've seen some stuff. What is it like working in construction? Is it like... I guess it's probably not awful because you've been doing it for 15 years, but what if it is awful and you just stick it out? I hope it's not awful. I'm going to presume that you enjoy what you do and also presume that I understand what you're talking about. I hope you're saying that you've been working in construction for 15 years now. Man, there's like so many different jobs to be had in that industry. Because like, I don't know. I'm thinking of it like a film set. Every single little thing that happens has to be done by somebody. And every single little thing that happens is equally important to the like overall throat noises, to the overall like project thing that's being done. Like a person holding a sign and a person saying something on a radio and a person driving a truck and a person hammering something in or sanding something. They're all part of the grand thing, which is pretty exciting to me. I love, it's like the puzzle of it all. Every single little piece, you're gonna notice if one piece is missing, because every piece holds value. Like with people, and I think that's nice. Construction, it's like people. Construction traffic I could do without, but like, I'd rather it be a little backed up because people are going slow and making sure that everybody gets home safely. But also, I wish people knew how to drive. It's always the ones who are directly in front of me who don't know how to drive. Obviously, I'm joking. But it's just interesting how every single person in the city who doesn't know how to signal tries to get in front of me. No, signals are not necessarily a popular thing. If there's a big jacked up truck or like a fancy car, I find in the city that I live in that they're not going to signal. They're just going to expect you to notice they're coming in. And you will make room for them, or you won't. And then you'll both be stuck there for 45 minutes exchanging information. So, signals, use them. A blinker? Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, things that were my mother's that I have here. She has passed away like a decade ago, 2015. She, what was it? She had cancer that started in her lungs and then metastasized everywhere. The whales might scare me also. Yes, they would probably if I saw whales in person. But, that's a good way to go. I'd love to have an encounter with an orca, but I don't ever want to intrude on anything. And there's no way in heck I'm gonna go to like a SeaWorld scenario. I have been taken to those before, like I think there's one on Vancouver Island, or there was one in the 90s. I don't even know. I can't remember. Was it like Sealand or something? I supposedly went there when I was like 2 or 3. I'd love to go to an aquarium, see all kinds of sea life, but I don't know that there's an aquarium. Is there an aquarium in Alberta? I kind of hope not. And uh, oh yes, I do also enjoy turtles. The Turtle Club is named so because what even was it? A few years back, I was like, oh, when you have complex trauma, it can feel like you're carrying anything you have is what you're carrying with you day to day. And you kind of have to build your own home that you carry with you through life, because sometimes home is not a place that's naturally occurring for everybody. But if you create your own home that you carry on your back, you'll always be home. And I think that's nice. And so the people who are kind and generous enough to support me on Patreon / on YouTube through memberships are referred to as the Turtle Club, because we know what it's like to have to carry our home on our backs. And yes, it can be heavy, but at least we're all doing it together. Do I like the chains? I do like the chains, if you're talking about the ones that I was untangling, unless it's like a band or something. Oh yes, PayPal. I do have a PayPal. It's like paypal.me/PTV Kalela. PTV for post-traumatic victory. I have been homeless. Man, couch surfing. Never on the street, but there were periods of time when I didn't have a permanent address, and it is not necessarily a time that was peaceful for me. It's definitely very stressful to not know, to have to build your own home and carry it with you on your back. Literally and metaphorically, I guess. I was thinking about the metaphorical home of like Where the Heart Is fame when I was talking about the Turtle Club. But, oh, a bench in the winter is a nightmare. Is that like, are you Canadian? Where do you live? Also, side note, it doesn't make it any better or worse depending on where you live. That's, it's a nightmare scenario to be sleeping on a bench, not only because you're sleeping on a bench and like the elements and stuff. Toronto, oh man, Toronto stresses me out. I went there once in a winter storm. You have to be joking, and I know you can't be. Like, why would you say that if it wasn't a real thing? These are experiences people have. And I'm glad I'm glad you're here, because that is not, necessarily, that's not a situation people always are able to emerge from. There's a lot of displacement too. with, you know, being unhoused. You think you can find a place that is, you know, safe, and then the city comes and tears everything apart. It drives me mad how housing doesn't need to be an issue. There's enough money in the world and enough buildings popping up everywhere to solve this, and yet here we are, so many people unhoused. Like, I had to move into this current place that I'm living in because a former place, it was a house, and it had a sizable backyard, which is nice because we had dogs. Then the landlords were like, hey, here's your 90-day notice. We're going to tear down the house and put an eightplex in its place because, like, we can't pass up on that business opportunity. Yay. 7 more houses on one property. Great. More room for more people to live. But it's gonna be, like, overpriced, probably. Whoa! What are you talking about? I don't know anything, so I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm looking at you sideways. Okay, that's kind of what I thought you meant. I'm still looking sideways. Like, I don't necessarily think that immigrants are like the root of all evil or anything. I think perhaps we can understand that Canadian landlords, because, like, I don't know. No one involved in my housing situation was foreign. They were definitely 2 Canadians who were like, actually, we'd like to have an eightplex pop up in this place where there's one house. So, yeah, there's a lot of people who can't afford a house. Perhaps the government might have something to... Oh, no. What are you talking about? It used to be one house. What they were putting up is going to be 8 separate units, like an apartment building or like a bunch of condos. I don't know if a rooming house is like one house where 8 different people would rent out a room in it, but the thing that they were putting up where I was living is just 8 separate addresses on the one property. It's just they're putting up essentially an apartment building where it's like 4 upstairs and 4 downstairs. Yeah, things are very expensive, perhaps too expensive. It's like, to be a single person trying to live by yourself right now, I would imagine it must be impossible. Depending on what you do for a living and everything and how much money you make, but like to get a place, like, oh yeah, we have to do a credit check and we have to have all these references, which fair and good, but like they never called our references when we were house hunting anyway. Like, there's a lot of places that just say no if you have pets, even if they're listed as pet friendly. Like, oh, is your dog heavier than 40 pounds? You can't live here because they're gonna tear the walls up or something. I don't know. Thankfully, our animals are not destructive. And I would like to not be renting someday because, yay, it's nice to have roof overhead, but at the mercy of somebody else's whims is a little stressful. But who can afford a house? They're like $500,000. I wouldn't mind living in like a trailer. Those are probably, I would guess, probably cheaper than a house. Want it to be insulated, obviously. Not like a camper trailer, but like a trailer park type of scenario. Shelter without it being $500,000 and mine. I get to own it and nobody can tell me that I'm gonna have to leave. That would be ideal. It makes it sound like I get evicted left, right, and center. That's not the case, but the fear is always hanging. The anxiety of knowing that at any moment somebody else could decide I don't get to live here anymore, which makes me try to be a better tenant. Like, oh, I want to take good care of the place so that they'll know I'm taking good care of the place. I would not be okay with living with 8 roommates. That would be far too much for me personally. I guess depending on the space. But also, I don't really understand why we're talking about that. I feel like this might be just some way of validating the whole, it's foreign people's fault, but I just don't think it is. And it's okay for us to disagree, but this is my house, and in my house, we don't blame our problems on immigrants. Unless they came into my house and caused a problem, but they haven't yet. So, which is nice, I guess. That's, I don't know. I think that's probably the standard experience, is that perhaps we're all just out here doing our best. Yes, some people are greedy, and some of those people are also Canadian. It's okay. It's okay to admit that things aren't perfect in Canada. There is no war in Bossing Say. What is that? Avatar: The Last Airbender. Which is a show I really enjoyed. Have I watched? Yes, I did watch the live action one. And I don't know that I enjoyed it too much. Clearly, I don't remember it very well. Oh my gosh. Sorry, dropping stuff. Who stole 4 millions of donations? Who am I talking about? Who are you talking about? Your landlord? Wait. The guy who didn't start a war in Bossing Say? I found these tarot cards just now. I just remembered. They're sitting here in my makeup thing. Oh, Justin Trudeau. Trudeau! I can't even speak! That's okay. I'm not necessarily a politics fan. There was one of the ads, the like anti-Trudeau ads that were running one of the times that he was running. I think the first time. It was like whoever was listing off all of the reasons why he's not qualified. And then friggin' it was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. He's unfit to be running a country. Nice hair, though. And that cracked me up, because he does have nice hair, though. Yeah, he resigned so that he could go to dinner with Katy Perry. Katy Perry is another interesting case. Also, speaking of case, here's the case for these tarot cards that I just found. My friend Jill gave them to me in one of her I haven't seen you in a year. Here's a care packages. Well, I'm not necessarily interested in speaking about immigrants and politics right now. Like, yeah, I get it. It's the time. It's what people are talking about. And I don't know. I'm going to say Hakuna Matata. Send tweet. Drug money. Oh my gosh. You know, you could tell me any politician was involved with drugs and illegal sketchy stuff, and I would believe you 100%. My gosh. I don't know anything about drugs. I can't understand why so much goes sideways because of them. Did I say I can't understand? I can understand, but like, we should do something to help people who need it. Also, this is Father of Swords came out upside down. I'm gonna look up what that means, because I'm not a tarot lady, I don't know this, but here's what it looks like. It's cute. I love it. They all have a different cat on it. This guy's got carrots, and he's reaching for a butterfly. That makes me happy. Let me see. What does Father of Swords mean? And they're written down differently on these cards, too, sometimes, which is is father. I think that's probably king. King of Swords. Reversed is deceptive, abuse of power, distrustful, harsh. Well, we were just talking about politicians. So, billionaires in China. Billionaires! No offense. I just think perhaps there's enough money in the world for everybody. Perhaps what we should do is share it with everybody. But Taylor Swift takes a jet to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I'm worried about picking up my multivitamins and my prescriptions on the same day. Figure that one out. There is not enough money in the world. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know how money works, obviously, if I'm just out here being like, let's solve all our problems. So easily. Aw, this cat has no ears and he freaks me out. He's freaking me out. He's freaking me out. Oh, sorry. My stool started falling forward, if you're wondering. Can I afford a $1.5 million house? No, my friend. I can't even afford a $500,000 house. That used to cost $350K in 2005. Yeah. I was too busy learning my lines for drama class when I should have been buying a house. I don't know. Who is the sun? Is that the page? Who is your son? Curiosity, knowledge hungry, communicative. That's what that means. I'm not going to see that as meaning anything about our government. Well, government is the ultimate F word, you know, as they say. My mom used to say a couple different things were the ultimate F word. Ugh. I'm learning how to sha-ta-ta-ta-ta with these things. Yeah. What can we even do? Let's ask the cards. What can we do to help people get housing? What's the solution for the housing crisis? Tarot cards. Tell me. A turtle fan. I do enjoy turtles of the animal variety and chocolate. Stand up on your own 2 feet. I don't know if I'm the audience for that comment in particular, because I do believe resources and funding should be available to people who perhaps don't even have 2 feet, you know? I'm a little biased as somebody who's struggling, awaiting government support. So it's, I don't know. These cards aren't flying out. How did the tarot ladies do it? Tell me your secrets. I feel like Frodo. All right, then keep your secrets. Yeah, I can almost guess what welfare told you when you were living on the bench. Was it to take a hike? To take off, hoser? Because, like, not that that's what you should have been told. Go back and live with your roommates. Yeah, that... It's so out of touch. They're like, well, could you just live off of somebody else who cares about you? Yeah, in theory, if they had enough for themselves and me. And also, I don't think... Listen, how do I say this? I think it's a joy and a privilege to be able to help your family. And not everybody has family that can or is willing to help them. Like, you say you were kicked out. That is unfortunate. I don't know the circumstances there or anything. But, like, there are people who have nowhere to go. Like, oh, but your family is alive. So why don't you just get in touch with them and they can give you money? Like, girl is the government. Girl, please. Be so for real. Anyway, these are cute. These two both popped out upside down. And I'm gonna show them to you, the Wheel of Fortune. And yeah, it's a cat with a bunch of birds. Of course he would feel fortunate. Of course. The Two of Wands. Ah, That's cute. It's a cat in like a little tent scenario with some, what are they called? Fireflies. Let's play some poker. Yeah, sheesh. These cards, I don't know what they're supposed to mean, but I'm going to read off of the thing. Wheel of Fortune, where does that even come from? It's this. They were both upside down. Resisting change, stuck, losing, setbacks. Okay, read me for filth. Two of Wands. Let's see. Where are the wands? Reversed, lack of preparation, fear of unknown. Yeah, welcome to my life. The card things. I enjoy the artwork on them specifically. Like, this is cute. Who is this? Seven of Swords. There's 7 swords, and the cat's sitting on the mouse grave. It's cute. Man, play some cards that make money. Man, these cards make a lot of people money. There's people on, like, my TikTok For You page that just, not often, there's like a couple ladies that I see occasionally. If I start seeing too many of them, I know it's time to go away. But, basically, they have like Etsy shops where you can order a reading and blah, 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 and they'll get your spirit guides bumping and everything. And I don't think I could do that, because to me it would feel like taking advantage of people, mostly because I don't have like a gift. My mother always told me I was like a special psychic genius when I was a kid because she didn't want to accept that I was autistic. But like, indigo child was the term she used to shield me from reality. So like, she went to see psychics often who told her to keep doing what she was doing because it made them a bunch of money. But I don't have any kind of special secret psychic abilities. Not even unsecret. But I do enjoy trying to flip them around in my hands. I feel like sometimes the ladies who do it for money probably, there's some sort of trick to it. They probably flip a card out every so often on purpose. They're like, this isn't good content. Oh no, they all fell out of my hands. I am diagnosed autistic. It was May of 2025. I asked for an appointment with a psychiatrist at this like autism specific clinic. And then I got a call for a dual assessment, like a combined ADHD, as they say, assessment, autism/ADHD. And I was diagnosed with both of them. And it, I don't know, surprised me, but didn't surprise me. It doesn't change anything, but it changes everything. Like, it makes my childhood make sense. The way that it went was like hours and hours of conversation, and like there was some sort of test where like I had to make up a story with items on the table, and it was hard for me. It was hard. And she told me that I might feel like infantilized. Like, I can't believe you're making me do this kids activity. And I thought it was hard. So the diagnosis makes sense. But it was also very expensive, but it is also paying itself off with all of the, yeah. That is one reason why I should eat some cabbage rolls and I will be fine. Yeah. Like, anyone who wasn't here yesterday, I learned that cabbage rolls are another euphemism for like gardening, you know? Like, who's this guy? Snoop. There goes my cat ears headband. Snoop on the stoop. He likes to eat cabbage rolls, you know? Also, where did that thing go? Oh. But I have heard that people on the spectrum often like do the whole cabbage gardening shenanigans, and it helps with like stuff. Like, I remember when I was in college, I drank a lot because I felt like a person. It's like Raj from Big Bang Theory, you know how like he didn't talk to women unless he had a drink in his hand. It was like I was too anxious and like buzzing up here and had to like, I don't believe everyone is autistic, but I do believe that everyone maybe could benefit from things that are helpful to people on the spectrum. There are some people who cabbage is not helpful for. Hey, that's actually funny that you say everyone's autistic. Where is it? This book right here. Ah, it helped me a lot. It helped me feel very seen. I read it. What is, how I say, I read it before being diagnosed, and I was like, oh, not everyone feels this way. A book you can barely read? What do you mean? As in you have difficulty reading, or I'm moving it away too fast? But it's, this one is by Paige Lael. It's called But Everyone Feels This Way. And, I think my brother listened to that book, actually. He bought the hard copy, but I think was listening through it. Yeah. I found it to be very helpful with my own stuff. Huh. Oh yeah, when you say, so what are you, low spectrum? I have that level 1 diagnosis, which I'm guessing a bunch of years ago, when they still said the word Asperger's, I would have been diagnosed with that. But now it's just autism spectrum disorder. And there's 3 levels. There's level 1, 2, and 3. And the way that it was explained to me in my assessment or whatever is that they use those levels for, like, communication abilities, I guess. Like, people who, like me, have access to language, and you, like, I have to explain to you that I'm autistic. Essentially, this is how it was explained to me. I'm so sorry if I'm, like, not saying anything properly. But, like, that's level 1, the whole Asperger's scenario. Level 2 is where you can kind of, like, oh yeah, this person is on the spectrum / there's, like, a clear divide in communication. Level 3 presumably would be people who are nonverbal, etc., is my understanding. There's also like, a whole array of different support needs. There's some people who need help getting dressed in the morning, and some people who, like, can't do any paperwork themselves, but can do everything else. And some people who are really socially great, but struggle in other areas. That's why it's a spectrum, I guess, because it's so wide. Here's a bunch of kittens, like, breastfeeding, it looks like. The 7 of Wands. While I was still paying attention to those cards, that fell out. It was reversed. What does that mean? Let's find out together. Exhausted, giving up, overwhelmed. Yeah, welcome to my channel. Except for the giving up part. We don't have the privilege of giving up. We shan't. Oh, cards of the tarot variety, tell me what my day will hold. Oh, God. They started to... Oh! Okay, well. None of that's going to count. None of these are going to count. Ah. That's funny. I just said this probably happens on purpose on other people's channels, and then it accidentally happens to me. Okay. All right. Let's try this once more. Oh, there's this guy. Who's this? The Mother of Swords. Strength. The Mother of Swords. Aww, I really like the picture on the strength one. I'll show you in a second here. That's cute. It's a cat, and he sees himself as a lion. Strength, baby. What does that mean in reverse? Everything is reversed. Why? Why is everything reversed? Self-doubt, insecure, lack of morals. Oh, I'm a godless heathen. Mother of Swords. Where are you, swords? Mother. Cunning, cold-hearted, bitter, and miserable. Put that on my resume. Put it on my resume. Put it on my resume. Renesmee. Put it on my Renesmee. Oh, it is season, isn't it? I should put on Twilight this afternoon. Maybe I'll wash some dishes and watch some Toilette. I really loved the Twilight books when they came out. I was of the teen age and really, really related to the in New Moon where she's like on the ground in the forest all upset and then she has to be carried home and then the months go by and each page is a month. It's like September, October, November, nothing, nothing, nothing. Like that. That's how life has felt sometimes. It just flies by and there's nothing to show for it. Not now. Not in this moment. I have much to show for it. I have many reasons to smile and be happy today. That one card just fell out on the ground. I'm going to go down for it in a second. Oh gosh. These are not working. Okay. Another one reversed. Will this one also be reversed? No! 5 of Wands, face up. That's cute. I love how that looks. These guys. 4 of Swords. He's got flowers around him, and I think he's wearing a sweater. Or is it pants? I think he's wearing pants. What does the 4 of Swords signify? Reversed, restless, deprived, and stressed out. I'm getting tired of being called out by these things. 5 of Wands. Wands. And it's upright. It's not reversed. One of them, finally. Disagreements, tension, competition, and feuding. I don't want that to be what my day holds. That's okay. Let me see. I'm gonna knock on this. Get all that energy out of there. Take my last sip of coffee. And I think I'm gonna not take this seriously, but like before I head off for the day, because I've noticed it's 12:30, which is about the time that I want to strut outdoors with the canine. But before I say it in words that she'll understand, let's just see which cat will pop up for us. If anybody has any questions for the cards, please. Will Bob have a good day? It's not showing me anything, mostly because I don't know how to do this. I need to know if Bob will have a good day before I can proceed and find out if I'm gonna have a good day. Oh my God. It's not telling me anything. These cards are like, shun the non-believer. Shun. I don't know how to do this. None of them are falling out though. I hope you have a lovely day. Oh my gosh. This is not gonna happen. How do these ladies do this on the internet? They just consistently, a card flies out at them. Like, oh, there's a message. Oh. Let's see. Oh, a farm dog. That's fun. Oh, the 2 of Wands reversed again. That one came up before. So let's see what it actually... 2 of Wands reversed. Lack of preparation, fear of unknown. Is your wolf dog afraid of anything? Oh, thank you so much for the encouragement. I hope you were wildly entertained by my Marvel sticker cutting and card playing with. Man, I hope you have a wonderful day. And also, what is your wolf dog's name, or have you told me his name already? I think they're so beautiful. I think their fur is fascinating. Tell me, cards. What about Day? Day with Caleb. Caleb is my brother's name, if anybody is new and doesn't know this. I will be hanging out with him this afternoon. Tell me, cats, what do we have in store for us? Okay, well that's objectively disturbing. It said the lovers. He will bite your head off. This dog? Oh, well that's good, I guess. I will eat cabbage rolls later. Not with my brother because he does not, he's not a cabbage fan. He does like actual cabbage rolls, just not of the Snoop Dogg variety, which is his prerogative. I suppose that's fine. Just kidding. Self-love and harmony. That's nice. 9 feet tall standing. Oh, that's crazy. What a good dog. What a good boy. Please give him a scritch on his head for me today. He deserves a treat and a pat on his head. Maybe even on his tummy. I don't know. Wherever he likes to be scritched. Anybody else out there, if you have an animal? Oh yeah, I guess. If next time you see him, wait, are you not residing in the same place as him currently? That makes me so sad. I don't like the idea of people being apart from those they love. Oh, thank God. Wait, as in you're not apart from him? Or dogs are a gift. I don't know how I lived before I had a dog. I know how I lived. Awfully. Horribly. No joy whatsoever. Ah! The Hermit reversed. There's this girl, I think Hayley Williams actually mentioned her in a song recently. Alex Reads Tarot. She's one of the ones that shows up on my feed. And anytime she says something is reversed, it just scratches something in my brain, her accent. Reversed. We've got the Hermit reversed. He's a hermit. He's sitting in his house. Like your dog at the farm. Except he's not in a house, he's on the farm. Man, I hope he enjoys farm life. All good dogs deserve to enjoy some time on the farm. Not the farm that they told me they sent my dog to when I was a kid. I'm just kidding. They didn't send my dog to the farm. Let me see. Where? The Hermit. Reversed. Oh no. Over-isolating, unclear, mentally lonely. More material for my resume. Am I right? A protecting dog. Yeah, that's good. I don't know. I don't, like, I hope he never needs to protect anyone from anything, but like, oh wow. Oh, German Shepherds. What good boys. There's a company that I auditioned, not the word. What is it called? Interviewed. I interviewed to work for, like, a dog company one time that, like, they were, like, security dogs. And there's, like, so much that goes into working. Oh, man! Coyotes are no joke. I can hear them at night sometimes. Like, we live in the city, but I hear the coyotes at night. If there's sirens, they'll start like, whoop, 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 whoop. And it's cute and also terrifying because, like, our cat, his name's Billy, and 10 to 12 coyotes, that's far too many. That's... Good boy. Protect the chickens. Yeah, I guess he would get beat up. That always scares me, animals getting in fights with each other. Man. He's a good boy. A good old boy protecting the chickens. Our cat, Billy, was a street cat. He was, like, abandoned, and somebody found him being, like, prowled by coyotes in the night. Very dramatic, very sad. And I'm very glad that he has a nice warm home now. And hopefully he gets to be as old as your wolf dog. Ah! What's this? Already reversed. Strength reversed. It's interesting how some come up a couple times. This card is stuck, but it has a little van on it, and it's cute. They said we cannot treat wolf dogs. Oh no! What? That's awful. If your animal needs medical care and you take him to a vet and they're like, we actually can't care for your animal. Here's the chariot. You have to take him on the chariot to, not tame, man. Oof. Yeah. Not tame enough without someone he knows being there. Yeah, that, oh, yeah. To go through medical treatment as a dog is probably a whole trip and a half. Where the heck? The chariot. Reversed. Lack of direction, losing control. Unethical win. Enough about politics. Unethical win. Strength reversed. Self-doubt, insecure, yeah. We've been talking about this. I think I need to stop shuffling through these cards and just accept that I need to accept that I am fine. Things will be good enough. I'm doing the best I can. Trust the process. And pet your dogs today. Yeah. I'm gonna put these cards away. Refill my coffee. Yeah, maybe play some poker. I don't know how to play poker, but I'm gonna learn. I used to know how to play, what's it called? Crib. For a brief blip in my life, but then all of the knowledge of it fell out of my head. I don't know how to play blackjack. Crib was the one that I learned how to play, and it fell out of my head. It's a cribbage. It's like, crepes are very good also, but it's like, there's a crib board. Sometimes they're shaped like a 29. Sometimes they just have, and there's like pegs, and yeah, slots. Heavens no. I feel like I could get very easily addicted to gambling, so I'm not going to do that. Man. It would be fun though. All the colors and lights of a ding 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 ding. You know, very overstimulating, very hard time, and very overstimulating and very good time. Bombard all of your senses, and also maybe some dopamine. It's not something I'm interested in. I don't think I would do well in like Vegas. But I would like to know how to play some of the games. I don't like being overstimulated, but I do like to bombard my senses. My doctor informed me of that. You love to bombard your senses. I think it's the ADHD, at least 79 of them. But I like to have different, stuff. In one ear I'm listening to one thing, one ear I'm listening to another thing, and I'm doing something with my hands and watching something with my eyes. Ugh. Frickin' heck. I guess I'm probably going to take off 12:49. I actually have to leave the house in half an hour, so I do have to take off. I'm not going to be back tomorrow, or Friday, or Saturday, maybe Sunday. What is ADHD? Means you have too much time, not enough work. Well, I guess that's one way to look at it if you don't know anything about ADHD, but it's actually a neurotype, a neurodevelopmental condition that I've had since birth that impacts a lot of stuff. I'm not going on a trip. I'm just gonna go see my brother do some stuff. ADHD makes it difficult to focus on things sometimes. Famously, there's different types. There's inattentive and hyperactive, I think. And then there's a combination one. I have the combination one. That's a swirl. It's fascinating. Sometimes I want to focus and I simply can't. I'm sure everybody kind of feels that way sometimes, but like sometimes it gets too much. Like I can't focus on anything because there's too many things that I need to focus on. But that, that's not bad. It just is. No, not everybody has ADHD. Sometimes some people have trouble focusing when it is combined with a bunch of other stuff. No, I'm definitely not saying everybody has ADHD. Sometimes some people have trouble focusing. And sometimes people who have ADHD also have trouble focusing. But I'm gonna go focus on things now, I suppose. I do believe in depression quite strongly. It's one of my best friends. It never leaves my side. I'm just kidding. Yes, obviously, I think depression can be its own thing. I think it can be a byproduct of other things, but I would argue that the one who has too much time on their hands is the one who's sitting here telling me I have too much time on my hands because I believe depression exists. Who's to say? But given that I actually don't have too much time on my hands. Oh, you're at work being paid. Good for you. What do you do? Because I thought you said you worked in construction. And anytime I drive by a construction site, I don't know. If people are on their phones, I guess they could be watching a live stream, but that must be a pretty expensive phone bill if you're gonna watch a live stream for many, many hours. Not many, many hours. I guess just a couple. But, well, good for you. Privilege of steady employment. That is not a gift bestowed upon everybody. 120 gigs. Nice. I don't know anything about that, what that means, because I try not to use my data, because not outside of the house too much anyway. I stay connected to Wi-Fi. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of your shift, and try to remember, everybody, to be kind to yourself and others. I hope you enjoy the last 7 minutes of your shift, and that you enjoy going home. I hope you get to see your dog today. If you're having coffee, anybody, enjoy it. I hope it's exactly as you like it. And I'm gonna take these stupid things off my head before I go walking around my neighborhood looking like a weird cat lady. I hope you enjoy your drinks with Mr. Russian. If you have any White Russians, the dude abides. Or whatever. The Big Lebowski. Where's the money, Lebowski? Okay, everybody, have a wonderful day. Bye. I don't know how to end it. It's going to